the High Desert Museum of Bend, Oregon. They have all kinds of history here in Oregon. It is such a great, rich history here. You need to see the whole entire museum. This looks like some kind of soldiers' camp. I'm not sure which war. I wasn't really paying attention. Oregon has such a rich history here. You know, you've heard of the Oregon Trail. There you go. It is here. Well, Oregon has a big history in mining, and they still have that going on in different types of mining, with coal and crystals and so forth. Just look up the history. It is absolutely entertaining. I would love to come back in this time in history and just mine here. I bet you we can find so much, and not just gold and silver, but so many different other minerals that are still even here to this day. One of my favorite things is to see in history is how people lived in that day. And the cabins and the houses that you see here, they are made to last, not like today's houses. And some of them are even still up to after 200 and 300 years later. This is amazing. So this is, I guess, what they consider as a little town or small town or a pioneer town, where they have everything all in the one area you see in the old Western movies and stuff. Another part of this era that I actually absolutely love in the pioneer days, because you see what they have goods to sell. And it's so simple life. Nice life too. They even have a bank. Check out my pictures after all this. I was having fun doing these pictures because I really felt like I was actually there in the days of pioneering and mining and everything. I just had a lot of fun with these. The Burning Man is like a spiritual event that they have for 3 days every year in the middle of the Nevada desert, Black Rock. It had been canceled this year, unfortunately, because of the pandemic. I actually wanted to go do this year. So the next best thing, of course, is an exhibit at the High Desert Museum. And it was actually quite cool to see. I don't know how long this exhibit is going on. It may be a few months, it might be a year. Look it up before you go and see. But it is absolutely amazing. And look at all these cool things that people had actually did while they were there. The things that you're seeing right now like that is somebody actually had made those to do an exhibit over during the Burning Man. And this thing right here is also something that somebody made up as well, doing an exhibit over there. Basically, I'm just moving within the light, as you can see. And I don't know how it does it. It's some kind of technology woo-woo stuff, but it is super freaking awesome. And all these other little machines and stuff like that, you will see people had actually made this prior to going to Black Rock, so then they can actually enjoy it. And look at that, how cool that is, and the colors and everything. It just sparkles at night. I really would like to go. I hope it's not canceled again this year. It'd be nice to come and do it in 2021. This exhibit was definitely by far my favorite in the whole entire High Desert Museum. But I absolutely love the Burning Man. I've been wanting to go for years, so this was the next best thing until I actually get to go the next time, I hope. But yeah, if you can get to see this, if it's still up, go see it. I recommend it. This exhibit is all about the American Indians in Oregon. And that stack right there is all homemade quilts from people around the area. And each one of them has a tag on it with who did it and a quote. Some of them are even some of the elementary schools that had done it as a project. It was a really cool thing. Imagine camping like this back in the day. That's probably really hard rock, clay, or something. Not like today's day where there's a lot more grassy area. Yeah, I don't think so. Another awesome cabin. I love this kind of stuff. This one, it looks like it might be in the 50s or 60s due to the stuff that is actually in this cabin. Looks a little bit more updated. Plus, duh, TV. I mean, it's black and white, so it had to be. And look at that nice, pretty fridge. So, yeah, it had to be at least 50s or 60s. Look at that big net. He probably had to catch a whole bunch of fish for maybe even the town. Who knows? Imagine going across America in this thing. You know, like the Little House on the Prairie days. I always like the birds of prey kind of exhibits in these museums because I'm just a bird lover, period. So we've seen a couple of owls, maybe a couple of falcons and an eagle. I just absolutely love them, how majestic they really are. And I mean, I just like watching them even in the sky and stuff. But most of these are injured local ones and they have gotten rehabilitated. And like that particular one you're seeing had no wing on one. It was clipped or whatever and it was injured because of electrical fence, I believe it was. And so that's why, but at least they're being very well taken care of in places like these, like the museums and zoos. And I am very glad that humanity is at least to that point. I caught this eagle giving himself a bath. He is so beautiful. I love just seeing just everyday stuff like this. And I think this is the one that his wing got clipped from a car, I believe. Somebody hit him by a car by accident. But at least that person stopped so they can help them. Otherwise, he could have just died on the side of the road. So if you ever see an injured animal, even a deer, because that's very common, don't just leave it there and let it die. At least try to give it some help of some sort or call game and get them to come down or whatever. Just don't leave it on the side of the road. Yet again, here's another cabin of the early pioneer days. I think this might be in the 1800s, question mark. I just absolutely love stuff like this. This is like a little itty bitty town. I mean, again, like Little House on the Prairie. I just love this kind of stuff. And I would love to live in a place like this. Oh, maybe I have. They had even real chickens there. That's probably was my one of my favorite things. And this woman that is coming into frame soon is their caregiver. And as you can see, she's feeding them and watering them. I loved it. She had all kinds of information. All you had to do is ask what they end up doing there, what the Pioneer Days did, and everything. It's really kind of cool. Down a ways from the Pioneer town is just a small section, as you can see, of a railroad. Obviously, it's not a real one or a working one, but it just kind of shows you that's what it was during that time period. I hope you enjoyed this quick visit through the High Desert Museum, but if you're ever in Bend, you need to go. It was definitely well worth it.